What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. What a day. Some crazy stuff has been happening within the markets right now, and I thought I need to make a video ASAP and get this out. As you guys know, if you haven't already, XRP is going haywire right now. We actually saw a peak at around 34 cents, absolutely wild. But for those of you that have been wondering, this is going to be the first year of positive returns on our investment compared to the past 3 years of a bear market within XRP. It is full-blown official that XRP is now bullish and is breaking out into a new market and a new bullish market at that, finally breaking a 3-year resistance, which is absolutely incredible, and I will be showing you guys the exact price that I am anticipating XRP to be shooting to. So if you guys haven't been buying in, already and hodling already, you may want to consider it after this video. Now, looking at Ethereum, you can see Ethereum is having some very interesting movements, as well as Bitcoin, as well as Litecoin. I found some very interesting things that I do want to discuss with you guys in regards to some interesting patterns I didn't really pick up on in yesterday's video, but I want to continue discussing that in today's. We're also going to be looking at the current coin market cap, but otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump into today's episode. So yesterday we made a very interesting video. As you guys can see, XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin are on the verge of a massive move, a massive breakout. Literally exactly what I said in yesterday's video. And now, as you guys can see, XRP is doing exactly that. We have a massive explosion and eruption in price, absolutely catapulting into the higher levels, just exactly as I mentioned in yesterday's video. As you guys can see, it was starting to see that massive break to the upside, and it was only just a matter of time as to whether or not we were going to see that eruption. You can see even on this 2 days ago, that video, brace yourself, XRP and Ripple about to experience a big blow. You can see we were testing a very strong resistance. If that was broken, we were going to explode up higher. And as you guys can see, if you look at the charts on XRP, we broke through that resistance, and that is why we pretty much shot up in price. So just to discuss with you guys a couple of things right now, if you look at the current coin market cap, pretty much everything is down except for XRP. As you guys know, based off of previous technical analysis, the past couple of days, XRP and Bitcoin have been separating themselves. That means that they are now not in sync and no longer working with each other, which was extremely interesting. XRP almost have double digits while the rest of the market is bear and in red, means that they're now acting independently, which means when I talk about XRP's technical analysis, it is independent of Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is acting very similar to Litecoin. It is acting very similar to Ethereum. So you can see these three tend to be the ones to pay attention to when investing in those three. XRP is independent right now, and I haven't been able to find something in similarity with it. Maybe some of the other cryptos, but I'd really have to focus on it at a later time. But more specifically, to jump into the technical analysis, you can see a couple of things. The last time we retested the resistance at 30 cents, you can see it was a clear struggle. This was a massive breakout. And like I said in yesterday's video, it's only going to break up at an exponential growth if we can get above this resistance. If we are not going to close above that, there's a very high chance we're going to be breaking bearish. That's pretty much what has happened in the past year. A very strong support and a very strong resistance. I don't think we'll ever see, XRP back down at 18 cents in a long time. We're going to be holding on to 30 cents now, I believe, for quite a while now. We may start to dip back down, as this is definitely FOMO investing, and the prices are kind of inflated right now, extremely overbought on the RSI. But the fact is, we did break through this resistance, and if I show you guys something on the weekly, you guys can kind of take note of what exactly is happening. I want to share with you two interesting things. Notice we have this massive descending fractal right here, this massive downtrend, this massive resistance that has been hugging the market since 2017 for XRP. And after numerous attempts on the weekly, we have not been able to break above here up until today. The past couple of days, or past couple of weeks, you can see these past 3 candles, we have finally gained enough strength, finding our strong support at 20 cents being rock bottom. And now we're starting to head up. As to how high we're going to go, this is definitely a very bullish approach. Yes, it is a conservative, analysis, but I think the market is definitely entering a bullish movement. I can easily see the price shoot from the 33 cents it's at right now, easily up to 37 cents, easily up to 82 cents being the conservative area. We will easily see a 40 cent XRP in the next couple of weeks, a easy 50 cent XRP in the next couple of weeks, and then in maybe the next couple of months, a 70 to 80 cent XRP. So if you haven't already invested in this, like I've been saying every freaking video, hold onto crypto long term because you will regret it. 2020 is going to be the month that's going to change a lot of stuff. We're seeing more volatility come into the market. We're seeing more volume. We're seeing a ton of new buyers and new people coming into here. What's happening is now that everybody is aware of crypto, and the fact is that everybody now, it's kind of like the second wave of things. The first wave in 2017, which basically shot the price up to significant levels, made everybody aware of it. Now that we've had some downtime, everybody's learned how to buy it. They've learned how to set up an account. They've learned how to make a Coinbase. Now that we're seeing more traction come on, the FOMO, the second round, is going to be a lot bigger than the first round that we've had. So this next rally easily could bring the price up much higher than we've seen in the past 2 or 3 years. So that's why you guys should most definitely be holding on to crypto long term, because in the next 3 or 4 months, you guys will be seeing some pretty crazy stuff. Now, once again, I'm no financial advisor. Take this as, with a grain of salt, just for education purposes, and pretty much sharing with you guys what I am doing. And if you guys like this, do what you want with it. Drop a thumbs up, help the YouTube algorithm grow us even bigger. But for the most part right now, there is no financial advisement towards you guys. That's what you have to take away. If you guys lose money, if you make money, that's just how the ball rolls. But this is just my opinion on my thoughts of the market, and that's all it is. Now, to then jump onto the other cryptos, I want to talk about Bitcoin, I want to talk about Litecoin, and I also want to talk about Ethereum, because these are some cryptos that are not only ones that I also invest in, but they're also ones that hold some very interesting movements with it. So as you guys can see, a couple of things. Clearly, hopefully you guys are aware, on Litecoin, we're seeing what once again is what I call a evening star doji. I've pulled it up here. It basically represents the top of a massive, massive, massive uptrend. You can see right here, that's the wick that we're looking for. It's some sort of reversal confirmation that's forming. Usually we have a long first body gap up, a star, and then the gap down. You can see it on Litecoin very, very, very beautifully. This is a clear signal of uncertainty in the market, clear signal of uncertainty that we're pretty much going to continue to potentially rally down, correct downwards. We could be breaking out of this massive uptrend and falling lower. That's what this uncertainty is here. Major movement swings up and the price gets rejected. Major swings down, the price also gets rejected and we hang to the upside. So it's literally just this fight right now that's happening within the market as towards which way it's going to go. Not only that, it's happening on Bitcoin as well. You can kind of see when I look at Litecoin that this has happened before. This last time we had 3 days of correction lower to this uptrend. This past time we had another correction downwards before following support and finding support. It happens on Bitcoin too. We're seeing that resistance right now. We're seeing that reversal candle happen. Ethereum seems to be having the same sort of gap right now. This looks like another evening star doji representing the top. This may reverse down in the next couple of hours, and we could see this price tumble. I'm not precisely sure as to how low we could be going. Litecoin seeing that bearish signal. Bitcoin seeing a bearish signal, Ethereum seeing another bearish signal. XRP is the only one that's having a massive breakout and a massive correction to the upside. So what I want to do, because there is so much confusion, is I want to take the risk with you guys. I want to take the gamble. What I plan on doing is going on DueDEX, and if you guys aren't familiar with DueDEX, there's a link in the description right here. You can also see the uptrend or the ascending fractal that I've drawn here. This ascending fractal, this wedge that's forming here, we can even pull us out on the 4-hour to get an even better view. You can see what it is that I'm referring to. Clear resistance up top, clear support on the bottom. It ends up spiraling up into this one point right here. Now, usually they tend to break the opposite way. Maybe this could be a fractal breaking bullish, but I do think the price may consolidate a little bit lower, and it's really not going to move that much. That's why it's hard to consider maybe shorting the market, because we haven't seen much movement. But I would definitely suggest on DueDEX setting up a limit order for when we do decide to break bullish out of the market. You could capitalize off those gains as well as a short. If we see the coin kind of dip below 10,100, very, very, very high chance we're going to be breaking bearish. You want to capitalize off that, but also make sure maybe set up a long position if we see the price break above 10,550. Once again, very high chance we're going to be breaking up bullish in the market as well. So there's definitely some very interesting movements and patterns happening on the market, and it's really just up to you as to whether or not you want to be buying in. That's why it's great to set those two caps, those gaps. If we have a break above 10,550, very high chance we're going to see an explosive movement up higher. If we break below 10,000, very high chance we're going to see an explosive move downwards. There's really not going to be much sideways momentum, slow trading in the next couple of days, as far as I think, or maybe even the next couple of hours. I think it is going to be very violent and very quick and very abrupt, and that's why I think you should have those positions set so you can capitalize off whatever movement is happening right now. But you can see this ascending fractal is forming right now, and you can see there does look to be some consolidation. I mean, the price is fairly low right now at 10,002. I can't see it going much lower. I mean, 10,001 would be it, and then maybe hitting that and breaking up higher to like 10.6. But honestly, it doesn't seem like there is much movement above that. We could break downwards from here, retesting the high-low MMA, but it just doesn't seem likely, as well as there could be a break above to the upside and shooting us up. So there's a ton of different altercations that come into effect as to whether or not this is going to be breaking a bullish move or breaking bearish. It's very hard to generalize which direction, but when you see these evening star dojis forming, it usually signals some sort of collapse in the price. We could go back down to the uptrend right here. Market is fairly oversaturated, especially XRP right now. Ethereum is overbought, XRP is overbought, Bitcoin's overbought. Bitcoin's kind of doing a little bit better, but Litecoin is also fairly overbought. So I may just take the risk and invest in a short position on DueDEX. I could be wrong, but I may just set up those two caps, like I've said, with a sell short and a buy long with that limit price of where I want the position to basically go in full effect. So I may be setting those right after today's video. Obviously, if you have me on Patreon, you'll get those updates. If you guys are interested in taking advantage of the market, definitely make sure to check out DueDEX, put your positions in, get ready, because there's going to be some massive volume coming into crypto very soon. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.